As soon as Lanch activates his Dharma body for the trial, it begins to expand ceaselessly, leaving everyone stunned. Even at that very moment, Lanch's Dharma body kept growing. Witnessing this, onlookers gasp in amazement. It's still enlarging. It has already reached 80,000 meters, someone exclaims. Another person adds, Lord Lanch is still at level 10, right? Right? At this stage, even a person at level 11 might not be capable of such a feat. The crowd starts murmuring among themselves while gazing at Lanch. Lord Lanch, so formidable. The dean standing behind them also remarks in awe, Lanch has made incredible progress. It seems he's determined to break through to the solar level this time. Yet, Lanch shows no signs of stopping. He continues to increase his Dharma body size. Meanwhile, Foray, who appears somewhat unsettled after witnessing Lanch's display, speaks anxiously. It's clear that Lord Lano personally adjusted his gene sequence. Lanch's genes have reached a new peak this time. Hearing this, our MC also comments, can a supernatural body be controlled like this? Then, with a thoughtful smile, he adds, a synthetic gene warrior with a pointed head kind of resembles someone. Maybe I should even give him a bit of the 9 dragon power. Upon hearing this from RMC, Faray asks for clarification. RMC responds with a smile, nothing special. I was just speaking casually. Pointing toward Lanch, Faray then says, look quickly. He's gathering his energy. It seems he's preparing to unleash his full strength to activate the Starfall disc. Watching closely, Lanch advances toward the disc after accumulating his energy. Once in position, he begins channeling all his power into it. Our MC is slightly taken aback and wonders if this truly reflects the strength of his Dharma body. As Lanch's energy flows into the disc, it slowly begins to lift the power pointer. Wanting even better results, Lanch pours more of his energy into the device, astonishing everyone because he had already surpassed the clear star phase. The crowd is surprised, but Lanch doesn't stop. He keeps funneling his power into the disc. As a result, the star levels on the disc keep escalating, eventually reaching level 9. Seeing this, the crowd erupts in joy and starts shouting excitedly. Even the college dean, witnessing this, is stunned and exclaims with excitement. Not only did his bloodline reach the Radiant Moon level, but he's also achieved a 9-star rating. Haha, it's been thousands of years since I saw this. RMC and Faray continue observing Lanch's progress. Then Faray, adopting a serious tone, states, unbelievable. Reaching 9 stars is akin to attaining an extraordinary physique compared to Morningstar. The difference between the Radiant Moon bloodline and others is like comparing an elephant to an ant. How can they even compete? Despite this, Lanch persists, pouring more energy into the disc because stopping now isn't an option for him. This process continues for some time until Lanch finally channels all his remaining power into the disc, causing a golden light to shoot into the sky, signifying an extraordinary breakthrough. The dean, overwhelmed with excitement, shouts, the solar level. It's the solar level. Lanch has shattered his limits. He's reached the 1-star solar realm. By now, Lanch is utterly exhausted. All his remaining strength has been drained, leaving him weak and unsteady. He begins trembling slightly. Just then, a guard arrives swiftly, catching Lanch before he collapses from exhaustion. The guard supports him and says, you've worked hard, sir. The master will be proud. With barely enough strength to speak, Lanch weakly replies, I finally succeeded. Hearing this, the guard thinks privately. As expected, only powerful bloodlines and genes can achieve such martial prowess. It's just a pity I'm not part of that family. The gap in heritage is truly difficult to bridge. Everyone standing nearby is stunned, realizing that not only did his bloodline hit its limit, but he also managed to leap to the solar realm on the spot. The gap between Morningstar and Radiant Moon was already vast, and now it's even greater. Some onlookers begin whispering among themselves. So in the end, only those from deeply rooted martial families can truly stand out. Meanwhile, on the stage, the dean approaches and places a hand on Lanch's shoulder, saying proudly, well done, Lanch. Your father's wish has finally come true. News of a solar-level genius spreading across the entire Yamu, Starzone causes a stir among the high-ranking authorities. At that moment, a man is informed of the news by a guard. As soon as he hears, he rises abruptly from his seat, shock evident on his face, and asks, what did you just say? A sun class. The news quickly spreads, and everyone learns about Lanch's incredible achievement. Next, our focus shifts to the Yamu Federation Congress, where a group of key figures has assembled. Their expressions are serious. One elder speaks gravely, That young fellow from the Marquis family has completed his talent test. Solar level. Solar level. TSK, TSK. If only he were in our star zone. What a tragedy. He then orders, begin preparations for a grand celebration to honor Lanch, the nephew of the Marquis Lanos, for his bloodline advancement. But suddenly, he's interrupted by a voice that cuts through the air. Hearing this, the elder turns to see a young woman standing behind him, wearing a playful smile. She addresses everyone present, saying, "Hold on a moment, Mr. Congressman. I have a little surprise for you. Please wait and see. It will be his turn very soon." She continues, "A genius named Lu Shang was pulled back from the white mist star zone by my subordinate, Far. He's now officially one of us." Hearing this, the elder asks, "A genius from the white mist side? What level is he?" The girl responds calmly, "I don't know exactly, but he shouldn't be weaker than Lanch. If Far is truthful, he should be at least at the solar level." The elder is stunned, exclaiming in disbelief, "What did you say?" It's been ages since a solar-level genius appeared in the Yamu, star zone. He immediately orders, "Let's head to the testing site right now." The story then shifts back to the exam area, where Far is receiving multiple messages and calls. He's on a call, speaking into his device. "My lord, yes, I'll arrange for Lu Shang to go now." Once the call ends, Far approaches RMC and says, "All right, it's your turn now, Lu Shang." RMC nods in agreement and begins walking toward the stage. As he moves, Foray silently thinks to himself, "Everyone believes the main act is over and nothing more to expect. They didn't see this coming. I've already checked the answers. Lu Shang is at least a solar-level extraordinary life form. In some respects, he might even surpass that, a born genius, not one of those artificial types." He then makes his way toward the stage, possibly accompanied by RMC. Some spectators notice him and whisper, "Is that Far? He was granted nobility less than 1,000 years ago, still in his prime, with a solid title. Why is he joining the excitement? Maybe the young man with him has real potential. But honestly, who could compare to Lord Lanch? Forget it, better to disperse." Watching RMC, Foray silently hopes, "Lu Shang, don't let me down." As RMC steps onto the stage, he approaches the disc and begins channeling his mental energy. Suddenly, he senses something unusual, and reacting instinctively, he announces, "My spiritual power can't penetrate. Some mysterious force is blocking it completely." At that moment, he makes a small cut on his palm, and blood begins to flow. Holding out his bloodstained hand, RMC smiles and says, "Nothing worth investigating." And that was it for this chapter. Comment Apple to let me know that you watched till the end, thanks.